Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Happy Old Year, a Thai movie from 2019 that stars the same actress as Bad Genius from 2017 and Hunger from 2023. It was actually entered as the Thai entry for the Best International Feature Film at the 93rd Academy Awards, but it was not nominated. So a young woman returns home to Bangkok after spending 3 years in Sweden, and she begins to declutter her family's house by throwing away anything that's been lying around unused. However, she faces some challenges when she comes across some items that belong to her ex-boyfriend, and memories of their past come back as they try to, rekindle their friendship despite breaking up as a result of her lifelong plans to be an interior designer. So early on, our protagonist butts heads with her mother first. Okay, so she comes home and she's like, listen, we got to clean this place out. And her mother does not want to throw out a good number of items. One particular item, which, they get to in the film later, because certain things hold sentimental or emotional value to them. So, it's kind of understandable, right? But our protagonist also has run-ins with some other people who gave her items in the past and are slightly annoyed that those same items have no meaning to her at all. She's just willing to throw it all out and just, clean the place out, right? Her brother, on the other hand, is more accommodating to her requests and recommendations. But still, she does encounter some feedback, negative feedback. And then she has another obstacle here as well. She has to begin converting a portion of her house into an office within 1 month, since her newer job requires an office visit from global partners. And this requires her to be more aggressive in making these decisions. And, if there are any emotional aspects to any of these items that need to be resolved or eliminated, those issues need to be addressed within that same time period as well. Now, I suppose it could be argued that, which character is being more unreasonable in this situation? Is it the protagonist or the mother and her friends? Or perhaps all of them are wrong, and the answer is somewhere in the middle. But how much value should we be putting into older items from our past? It's kind of like one of the main themes of the movie. It could be maybe unreasonable to keep some things, but reasonable to keep others, and the film balances that throughout. But the entire film revolves around this concept, and it's pretty interesting to think about it. It's also handled in a realistic way, meaning that, there are some things that are not resolved perfectly by the end of the film, or in a way that's overtly happy. So Happy Old Year does have a very, organized 3-act structure. Act 1 is dedicated to kind of setting everything up, including the characters and the themes. Act 2, the movie shifts to a more romance-based drama. And the way I'm describing that is pretty accurate, I think, because the romantic relationship in this film is already dead. But the romance element is still there, because our protagonist chooses to, revisit with her ex-boyfriend, giving him some items back, taking some items back, that type of thing. And her ex-boyfriend is already involved with another woman. So I found this section of the film to be maybe slightly less interesting than the opening act, but it's still well executed, and it fits in nicely with the overall themes. And then you get the final act, which, at least partially resolves everything, and then it shifts more toward one particular item from the household that's connected to a family member from the past. But I do think the 3-act structure helps to keep things moving. This is more of a slower-paced, dramatic film, but it does touch on enough different things and spreads its theme around enough to keep you interested when even during the slower moments. Now, in regard to the lead actress, whose name I just cannot pronounce for the life of me, so pardon me for that, but this was a difficult performance for her. She's required to express a lot of emotion. And there are times where the camera will hold on her face for extended periods of time, demanding her to kind of change her emotions within the same shot. And I think she did a very good job in this. I really like her, and she's impressed me enough at this point where I'm willing to watch anything if she's the lead. So I'm going to look out for anything else that she's going to appear in the future. But in summary, I think Happy Old Year is a very good movie. It's a bit on the slow side, but it has like enough going on that I really quite enjoyed it. I do strongly recommend it if the themes and the style of the lead actress, if you've seen her before, if you like her. It's currently available on Netflix. And as always, I'll see you next time.